This is me, it's Queen Aset Haru, and I'm coming to you today with another edition of Ask an Aquarius. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and ding the bell. Okay, so somebody asked me today to discuss my favorite YouTubers. Now, I have not checked out enough of the female YouTubers, so I decided to do this in males and females. After I check out some more females, I'll have at least a couple women to recommend. The ones I've seen so far that I've subscribed to or that I've followed, other than Iyanla Vanzant, who everybody knows that I think the world of, there's Louise L. Hay. But I want to look and see if there may be some other people, people that I haven't mentioned before. So I'm going to do a woman's segment separately. Today is for the gentlemen, okay? So who are my favorite male YouTubers? I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with 1 to 3. All right, this is my favorite one. My absolute favorite male YouTuber is Derrick Jaxn. Now, underneath this video, I'm going to give you a link to all 3 of these gentlemen, and you can make your own decisions about them. Derrick Jaxn, I love. Ladies, he's very easy on the eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, he's very easy on the eyes. He's a beautiful chocolate brother. I love his whole look. Very handsome gentleman. But y'all know me, I'm a lesbian, so that only take me but halfway down the road. It's got to be something a lot interesting about you for me to really watch your stuff, other than you cute on the eyes, okay? And the reason why I watch him is because he's really smart. This is a really smart guy. And he has a lot of good answers that I'm, quite frankly, not used to hearing a man say. I'm not used to a man saying any of the things that Derrick Jaxn says, because he's speaking truthfully. Like, I'm used to men hiding what they do or covering up for other men, in some cases. My male friends don't really do that, though, but I'm used to that from the majority. So Derrick just comes at it with common sense, self-love. What? A man talking about self-love? I love it. So Derrick is really cool. And he gives a lot of relationship advice. And a lot of this information is stuff that he says to his female friends who come at him, asking him questions about their boyfriends and baby fathers and husbands and things along those lines. So I really like him in that capacity. It's very funny to me, though, because I've never said this to my male friends, but every male friend that I have who has given me a criticism about Derrick Jaxn has said the same thing, which I find to be very telling. They all said he tells women what they want to hear. And what does this tell me? It tells me 2 things. The first thing it tells me is that they don't know what women want to hear. It is very clear. If a man says that to you ladies, he don't know what we want to hear, because Derrick does not say nothing that I've ever wanted to hear in my life. He doesn't just sit there and sugarcoat things. He doesn't tell you things are rainbows and buttercups. He doesn't say, okay, you're always right, you're always beautiful, you're always perfect. He puts the mirror in your face, like, you created this, you did this, this is you, what about this? Like, he asked those tough questions. And I got much respect for that. He absolutely does not tell me anything I want to hear. I want to hear that everything is perfect and we're going to float around and it's no problems, That's what women want to hear. Women want to hear that the man that we're spending time with is not, the man or woman or whoever we're spending time with is not a waste of our time. And a lot of times that's not the answer. A lot of times we're engaging in situations based on the questions that he's answering. A lot of people that he's talking to are engaging in situations that are just not good for them. And I like him because I see the same thing. When I talk to people, when I answer their questions, when asking Aquarius, I see that a lot of people are engaging with people that they don't have no business. And it seems like he and I must know a lot of the same types of individuals, because a lot of our advice, I'm like, wow, I would have said that. He says things I would have said. So I really like Derrick Jaxn. And I'm going to put down here one of his links so you guys can check him out, his relationship advice. He has a game and some t-shirts. So, like, he's really doing a damn thing. He's very interesting. I love to hear what he has to say. And God bless him. You know, good guy, real good guy. And I love the fact that he's out here telling people the real deal and not trying to fraud in front, you know. A lot of times when I talk to my male friends even, and I talk about Derrick, I notice that they're the kind of men he's talking about. And I hate to say that out loud, but it's true. A lot of times the men who are critiquing him in my own personal life are men that act just like what he's saying in the videos. So I take it with a grain of salt. Next, my second favorite YouTuber is comedian Shuler King. Comedian Shuler King is a totally different vibration than Derrick. Comedian Shuler King is funny. He's just comedy. I use comedian Shuler King for laughter therapy. At the end of a hard day, and I've been dealing with clients and dealing with students and dealing with myself, I need to laugh. I need to laugh. I need to lighten things up. I need to remove the heaviness from, you know, my life. And that's what I use Shuler King for. He is hysterical. He does these cute little short videos. They're like a minute and maybe 2 minutes. And he talks about something that's going on that day or something that he thought about, and it will have you cracking up. Like some of the impressions, his voice impressions are to die for. He did Denzel Washington. I mean, he's done Bill Clinton. He did Jesse Jackson. He does, you know, a whole bunch of them, and they're so funny. His impersonations are hysterical. So I definitely recommend his page. I'll put a link on him too. His channel is really good, and he puts up content every day, which I really like. A lot of days I don't even post my video until I've watched the Shuler King's video. I gotta see it first so I can get that laugh on. I gotta see it. Last night I was binge watching his videos, just watching them one after another. And when you need to laugh, he's really good. I like him a lot. And his comedy for me is very common sense. I think I like common sense people. That's a very Aquarius thing. I like common sense people who have good logic, and he's one of those people. And the last one is Dean. I had to write this one down because I have a hard time saying his name. Dean Graziosi. Dean Graziosi is totally different than both of these guys. All these guys are totally different. Dean Graziosi does a YouTube show about how to think like a millionaire. And I watch him because he's all about success, changing your life, you know, what effort, what thinking, what habits go into being a millionaire. And he is a millionaire, so who better to ask? He's a millionaire that hangs out with the millionaires. And he does a great show. I think he does a podcast, and he does a channel here, and he's on Facebook. And you can sign up for his newsletter. He has a book out, and he's all about changing your life, all about changing your thinking, changing your habits, becoming successful in whatever you're trying to be successful in, financially speaking. You know, he talks about how he started his business. Dean has a lot of cute little videos, and they all talk about how to have better habits, how to have successful habits that can lead you to being a millionaire. And a lot of stuff that he says I like because it's not the normal stuff that you hear. Like they always tell you, you know, like pick something that you have a passion for and go for it. You know, Dean is like, no, pick something that people really want. You know, something that people want that you have a passion for particularly. You know, he has some different ideas about what makes it work, and I listen to him almost every day. And I'm like, okay, very high energy, very charismatic, very inspiring, very motivating, and has a very sad story of his own. Like he came from poverty and, you know, was so hungry that he just built his way up. I love success stories. I love a good Cinderella story. And Dean is one of the best Cinderella stories I've seen in a long time. So those are my 3 favorite male YouTubers. And I'm going to, of course, put a little clip to their work so you can check them out. And I'll be back to do one on females as well. I want to really give myself a chance to look at them, because to be honest with you, all the females that I follow, except for like the self-help or the spiritual ones, are women I just think are beautiful. Full figure, plus size, beautiful women that I just like listening to talk and try on different clues, you know. But I want to give you something with more content, with more depth than just the women I lust after. So I want to give you something that has more depth to it. So give me some time to research that, and I'll be back with it. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.